Hey guys, we are getting there. 9:01. Sorry, there's so much to do. This time I'm a little more organized though. I have my laptop set up down here, and you have a tripod. I don't know if you guys are here for my last live one where I just kind of decided to walk into the greenhouse and go live. And I stood like this for like 35 minutes, and my arm was like almost broken after. So, anyways, this time around, hi guys. I have my laptop down here, so when I disappear from the screen, it's because I'm reading my laptop. I don't know if you can see it there. So there's my laptop. So comments on my camera disappear really quickly, but I have them down here now. So I can say hi to Tijaman131, David Job, I am Zebras, Pet Solix, Wallace family, email Stardine, Jamie Young, Hyperline Greenhouse, and a whole bunch of others. So anyways, hi to everybody. And yeah, I thought we would do a little live one. I advertised this time like a tiny bit ahead of time because again, you got mad at me last time because it's like I gave you 1 minute's notice for going live. So this time, I gave you 12 hours notice, which is the best I could do at this point. But what can you do? It's a little bit of notice, right, guys? So yeah, I can there's like a teleprompter on my screen here. So thanks for loving my Nepenthes, and yeah, my Darlingtonias are outside, so I can't show those. They are, but I've done videos on them, and they've been in like several videos lately. They're sitting in the stream, going live into my like Japanese garden to find the stream would be crazy. Yeah, it's amazing. There's always people that hey Sean, I'm going to have to give you a better look at this. I brought them down. Okay, so I brought down the Hamada Eddies. Nope, I didn't, but they're here, so I can. I brought down Rob Cantley and Hamada and the reverse cross of Hamada Rob Cantley, so you can see the difference. Hello from Canada. So yeah, sorry if I haven't said hello to everybody. Hi Stellan. The secret to the growth hormone paste. I read your comment the other day, and then when I went to like respond to it, I couldn't find it anymore. It got lost somewhere. It was like 6 hours later, and I just couldn't find it. Yeah, my ingredients. If you were to Google just plant growth hormones, they're in there. I'm not going to give my exact recipe yet because I don't even know how it's playing out. I'm having some good results and some bad results, but the stuff that I'm using isn't to be really taken lightly anyways, so I don't really want you guys mixing all your own stuff together. But anyways, I will show a little bit about, it's zap-strapped, darn. Right beside you is just a ventricosa, ventricosa that I put some of the growth hormone on. And yeah, I put some of the growth hormone on this ventricosa that's like 6 inches away from you, and all 3 nodes that I put it on have like exploded in growth. So if those nodes grow well, I will expand and yeah, maybe share some of my growth hormone stuff that I've been using. Seeing that those nodes worked well, I did put it on some other plants as well in the greenhouse, other Nepenthes, and so far so good. Some ampullaries have started, really old nodes, like year-old, 2-year-old nodes have started to grow. Same with on the Cebuensis down there. Some really old hardy nodes, like hard woody nodes, not hardy nodes, have started to like break sort of dormancy and grow a little bit. So yeah, I've been trying it, but it's really, really slow. I thought I would have like total results by now, but I'm just sort of in the middle of it. I don't want to try it on the Clipeda until I know what's going to happen. That's why I'm trying it on like little plants, replaceable plants. Hello, Sergio. Is it Surgeon? Surgeon D from California. Hello, welcome. So yeah, I thought we'd just talk about little carnivorous plants. These kind of live things are always just kind of show and tell. I can't really teach you much on here. We can't do any kind of repotting. But I brought down some stuff. I have my Brad's Greenhouse mug here. My really frothy coffee that my wife made me. And yeah, I thought we'd start with like just some little plants and like this little cute ampullaria. I just grabbed some stuff that was looking good and brought it down. I always have little scissors around so that when I am doing my plants, I take off all the crap because I hate looking at all the crap when it's here. So a lot of times you won't even see the crap because I have already taken it off before you can see it. There's a little basil rose down there starting with one teeny tiny picture. I don't know if you can see it. It's like microscopic picture down there. But yeah, so that's a nice little Borneo Exotics Ampullaria. The other hard thing about me showing is I can't read the comments, but at least I can go back down here now and sort of see them off screen. So that's good. What else do I have for you? My seed-grown Paluanensis is coming along. Something fell off it, a little piece of moss. So again, I like to just trim stuff up when I'm always looking at it. Make sure they're kind of clean and tidy. But this year in the greenhouse, I don't have Black Miracle. No, it's one of those cultivators that you can't really get in Canada very easily without crossing the borders. Thanks. Yeah, look at my my t-shirt. These things are all, they were all available last Christmas on my website. So, but they're all limited edition and now they're all gone from my website. But yeah, the Paluanensis. You can see some like old leaf damage from last summer and last year. This year in the greenhouse, I've upped my shade cloth. I usually just have 50% on there, but I actually put another layer on, so I have 75% shade cloth over most of the Nepenthes, especially ones that hang. They just seem to hate the light, some of them. It's really bright in here a lot of the times. So what else do we see? It's your Paluanensis has decided its leaves should turn wavy. Well, that's cool. Unless it's crossed with a wavy maxima, then it wouldn't be so cool, right? What else? We're just kind of starting at the front here. This is going to be a promising bicalcarata. So this one is from Borneo Exotics, and it's the Sarawak Giant form. So there were some photos of it. From Stuart McPherson, and they had like 12-inch pictures on it. So I'm really hopeful about this one. They're 12 inches and like kind of orange, so it was nice. What else do we have for questions? The Paluanensis doesn't necessarily like higher humidity than any others. It's all in the same room. My humidity in here right now is sitting at 90%. So it's pretty warm in here. It's a BE clone with a Paluanensis. Really? That's... I don't know what to say about that. My BE Paluanensis is here. This is my Borneo Exotics Paluanensis. It just grows with all my other plants. Again, I keep them fairly shaded now. Can you see? This is just a shop light, but I've actually even taken out one of the bulbs, so it's a single shop light on here with just a daylight bulb. Now keep in mind, I'm in a greenhouse, I get natural light, so it's not my only light source, it's just supplemental. But I was finding in a lot of cases, it was just too bright. I was getting like red blotches on my leaves and even shrinking down leaves because of the light. So yeah, I've gone with a lot less light this year. The reason I even decided that is because I go through the winter and all these ones hanging above my head get like no light whatsoever. It's even insulated up there in the winter, like so the like dim winter light has to come through bubble wrap and stuff like that. And these plants up here do awesome. They put bigger pitches out, bigger leaves. So, and then in the summertime, by the end of summer, they're all like kind of crispy and shrinking leaves and red blotches. So yeah, lots of shade cloth up there this year. So check this out. This is my freshly repotted Rob Cantley cross Hamada. Unfortunately, being with the repot, my newest pitcher got like stuck under the wire and under the leaf and kind of got a little bit destroyed there. But it's pretty toothy. So that's kind of nice. Finally graduated into a bigger pot. Very nice. So that's the other thing with the, I'm reading IAM, your 55% shade cloth. Now that I'm at 75 up there, just in the strip above my head, it's much cooler in here, much easier to maintain temperatures. So this one here is Rob Cantley Hamada. This one here is Hamada Rob Cantley. So we have the opposite parents. I don't have a favorite Nepenthe. Well, actually I like Bullosa. Yeah, that's my favorite Nepenthes, I think. But yeah, so that's kind of cool. when you look at two sort of pictures the same age, you can tell the difference in the pictures. This one here, which is Hamada as a female parent, is a lot darker, a lot more blotches on it. This one with Rob Cantley is a female parent, is a lot lighter. Could be total coincidence, but yeah, this one's just exploded in growth. This one seems so much more vigorous than this one. I've had this one for like, I don't even know, less than 2 years, I think, maybe a year, and it's like just grows crazy. But I don't know if people get it. Sometimes, like, notice it, not get it, but people get it, I realize. When I post pictures of those two plants, I don't know if they think they're seeing the same plant, but, you know, they don't catch on that I'm saying Hamada cross Rob Cantley or Rob Cantley cross Hamada. They might just think they're seeing the same plant. And I've seen something about a Westuba order. Let's see. I'm just having to refresh my laptop down there. My vanilla in the house, I put the cloning paste on, and it's got like all kinds of nodes, but they're really big and ugly nodes, so I'm not really happy with it. I have a whole bunch of, I have a couple big vanilla in the greenhouse that are new, and I have a bunch of cuttings. So they're, overall I have lots of vanilla doing really well. Now I'm just gonna go back a bit. And how many Lux do Nepenthes receive? Well, it's tough to say, right? Because my greenhouse has so many levels. Up here, above my head, even with shade cloth, they probably get 25 to 50,000 lux. So, because full sun is about 100,000 lux, right? So with no shade cloth on there, it comes in at almost 100,000 lux. So with 50% shade cloth on, it comes in at 50,000 lux on a sunny day. But it's not for like long periods of time. And then down here, they don't get so much. And then, you know, some of the ones that hang up here in the winter, they turn like really, really red, and like I don't like it. Like this one, this is my Burbidgii. Hangs in the winter, but look at how, I think it's ugly when they're this red. Like the newest growth is just like so red. So I've taken this one down from the rafters where there's 75% shade cloth and stuck it under my medium bench here. So it's down there with like no lights right now. And I think the name of the female parent is first, and everyone's on the same page, then it's a lot easier. That is absolutely true. Whenever you're saying a cross, the female parent is first. But what I was referring to is I have the reverse cross, so I wasn't sure if people were realizing that I was actually showing two different plants, because sometimes I'll show a plant that's Hamada, Rob Cantley, the next time I'll show a plant that's Rob Cantley, Hamada, and I'm just not sure if people were making that connection. But you're absolutely right. When you're doing a cross, the female parent is first. What else did I bring down for you guys? Okay. Due to special requests here. They came in so tiny, but they're doing pretty well. These are my Edwardsiana Hamadas. Do I have a big Nepenthes Raja? No, I don't have a big one. And see, because of I can't stand dead leaves in this, I take my little micro scissors and I get rid of all the dead leaves because it drives me nuts. So I trim off those two leaves. Just like that. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. But they seem to be doing well. They came in like really tiny. So I know some people's I've seen they came in like huge to start with. Huge is a relative term, but yeah, they came in huge to start with. What else? Have a little coffee. Sorry if I get a foamy lip there. Westuba Edwardsiana. It wasn't actually going to be part of the show today, but it's down. Horrible backlighting here. You can't really focus on the color. The color's pretty awesome. Maybe if I come back a little bit. I have good color, but this picture doesn't. Weird. Anyways, this is down for a repot because I like to repot every 2 years, and I always write the date on the tag, 0416, which means I'm actually past due for a repot on this guy. The scary thing is I remember when I repotted these last time. 2 years goes by so fast. So I've got one of my two done and it's hanging back up. But this one's down as a reminder to get it repotted. Just gonna look and see what I missed for questions here. When I bought a burbidgia, it had red leaves, but since being with me, it's got some green leaves and growing two new pitchers. Wasn't expecting it to just continue on arrival. Yeah, so I don't know where you got the burbidgia from, but as I say, they generally grow, like they just seem to take such little light anyways. So I'm much happier with mine like lower, and I want green leaves back on mine. You find a bit lower light gives you a bit bigger leaves too. What else? What else? What else? This one's stuck. I'll have to bring the camera down at the end, maybe if I can remember. My Aristolochoides, you can't see it, but it's got awesome pictures, but the tendrils are stuck to other like vines here. I can't get it out anymore. This one here, it recently went from a sitting plant to a hanging plant. This is my Diania. And so these are some of the first pictures of it hanging. You can see these ones that aren't quite hanging so right. It's because they formed when they were still sitting on the ground right here. You can kind of see where the table was, probably like around here. And so, but yeah, there's a nice new one from hanging. This thing's still in a 4-inch pot. And it's kind of an underrated species. I really like it. And I see a dead leaf, so I have to cut this leaf off because it drives me nuts. As for pitchers, I leave the brown pitchers as long as I can without them driving me nuts. I kind of go through this like rampage through the greenhouse and remove a whole bunch of dead pitchers at once. But I find if I'm going to do any kind of fertilization, which I haven't been using Osmocote or anything because they seem to destroy the pitcher. But if I fertilize, I will fertilize in this pitcher instead of like this brand new trophy looking pitcher here, because I find fertilizing does destroy the pitcher quite a bit. Next question is going to be, what do you use for fertilization? Most of my fertilizer in here, I've just gone to organic fertilizers, and I use seaweed fertilizer, not Maxi. Can't get Maxi in Canada. And really, when you find the ingredients on it, it's just seaweed plus a bunch of like other fertilizers like NPK and micronutrients and stuff. So I'm just going with just plain seaweed, and sometimes I'll fertilize with fish food too, like fish pellets, koi pellets, or flake food depending on the plant. But yeah, this one it's almost due for a repot. It's almost had its 2 years in that pot, and it will definitely be going up in size. What else? There's so much in here. I feel I'm not even like answering questions or that being live. I'm just sort of blabbing away. So let's have a look here. What do I think my Diania is worth? Not much, because it's not really a mainstream plant. I don't know. I guess it depends how much you want to pay for it. Where do I get the square pots with cheap shipping? These square pots, which I absolutely love, and try to put everything in square pots now because you get more pots. I buy at a local wholesaler. I don't buy them online at all. I don't know where you get these things with cheap shipping because they're so big. So this little guy in my hand, one of my favorite plants right now. This is my Born Exotics Bullosa. So that is BE 3225. Settled in pretty nicely. Rob claims that it can take a bit warmer temperatures, which is really nice. He claims it can take a lot warmer temperatures than the other ones that are out there. By me, by what do you, sorry, I missed a comment. I'd have to look down there again. So yeah, but I'm still growing them with my other Bullosa. So they're getting nighttime lows of 10 to 12. But yeah, when I was talking to Rob there, he was mentioning some temperatures to me, and 12 is his minimum. So with his average being warmer than that, of course, that's his like rock bottom minimum. So I'm really hoping that these Vullosas are going to be able to grow with my other Nepenthes. You can grow them alongside with your Edwardsiana or Hamada or Ventricosa. And apparently they're much faster growing too. So time will tell. I'm really excited about these though. That's my most exciting plant of the year, I think. How long have I been collecting plants? I started with orchids, and I had my first orchid like long before I moved out of my mother's house. So My Attenborough is good. There's one right here and one right here and a few more kicking around as well. What else did I bring down? Not really much. Got so much stuff above my head too. I'll look at some questions here. The greenhouse mega store. I think that's that must be a US store. They probably ship to Canada, but yeah, I lucked out by finding one that has like, I don't know what I pay for these pots, but they're like 50 cents or something, but there's no shipping. So let's see. Let's see my Nepenthe Spatula. I didn't bring it down, so it's still hanging up here. I didn't think anybody would want to see my Nepenthe Spatula. There it is. It has two pictures right now. A nice leaf coming out here. It's really weedy. Needs you can see the tag. It's almost due for a repot. I like spend all spring repotting everything. So, but there it is. This one had the most amazing green flared peristome when I caught it for photographs like, I don't know, 5 days ago. Yeah, you can see that on Instagram. I posted a picture of it. It's just like these were like bright green and like straight out the peristome. The biggest key to the plants above your head is having the watering system on there, which is automated. It's awesome, and I can control it with my phone. My intermiss and my jam band and my Jacqueline's jam band, no I can't. It's all like wired into the greenhouse. It's actually right here. You can't quite see it off camera. And you can't quite see it because there's a pot in the way. So if I swing this pot, can you see it? No. But that is a bloom spike on my jam band, and I just cross-fertilized it, so hopefully that takes. But this plant here, which is my jam band, traces all the way back to like over here. So it's got a good 6-8 foot vine on it now. My intermiss is up here in the back. It has a couple nice pictures on it. Yeah, there's at least 2 upper pictures on it, but I can't get it for you. We'd have to take the camera down. Maybe we'll do that for the end for like the last 5 minutes, and we can jiggle you around a bit and see. Did I install a new roof vent? Not yet. I haven't had time. But hey, how are you? I didn't know you were watching. Roof vents are definitely closed today because it's a cloudy day, which made it good for filming because no fans are coming on and no humidifiers are coming on or anything like that. But the roof vents are definitely monster roof vents, and I have to find time to do it. It's just like been so busy lately. So you gotta like climb up with the ladder and remove the old one and then try to figure out the new ones. Being I made this greenhouse myself, there's no exact set way that I have to install these roof vents, so some of it could involve some jerry rigging, which I just don't have time to do at the moment. What else? What else? Yeah, we're gonna just have to maybe move you. I sell real estate. That's my actual job. But I like plants too. So. Ooh, I can show you some of these guys. My utricularia. I really got into utricularia this year. So this is my longfolia. No flowers on it right now, but I put everything in much bigger pots. And yeah, they're coming back nicely. I put them in big net pots, so you can see stuff already like coming out the edges on them. This is my, I think it's like nimbifolia or something like that. It's never done anything for me. Never at all. So it's got a few leaves in here, but what I've been doing is every time it tries to grow something, I tuck it back down into the media, like this leaf, and then they start to grow roots. So I'm trying to like, you can see like little pieces coming out, and then one little one like clearing the top there. I don't know if it's going to focus, but you can see a loop. But anyways, I keep shoving them all back under to try to like make it root in so many different spots at once. And my alpina is about to bloom. This thing's never done anything for me either, but it's doing well. Again, I put it in a bigger pot and then giving it a bit of love. Got 2 nice bloom spikes on it. I'm going to try to pollinate this one because it has been pretty slow growing and I want more of it. So yeah, this one's the alpina. What else? What else? There's so many helium 4s and stuff down here, but we really just probably don't have time. Let's see, we've been going 25 minutes. I'm going to answer a couple more questions. I'm going to take you down off of the tripod and give you a little shake, and we can go look at a few little things in the corners. And then it'll be probably time to go because I want to limit this to a half an hour. So, which never happens. Let's just read down here for a second again. Hey Jacko, what do you think? What do you think? How much die when you spend on all these Nepenthes? I don't know what that means. I don't lose a lot of Nepenthes, but I've lost a few. Yes, definitely loving my utricularia. I'm just going to guess you don't want to talk about your Hoya blooming. That's a joke from last year. Any thoughts on Edwardsiana being grown intermediately? Sorry, I'm just off camera here reading again. You can like watch me read if you want. There, you can watch me read. So let's see. Any thoughts on my Edwardsiana and growing intermediate? Yes, we can definitely. They like it better in the summertime than the wintertime. I find that they grow a little better. Do I have ampullaria? Yes, I have many different kinds of ampullaria. How much I spend? Oh, I don't know how much I spend on plants. I stopped counting a long time ago. Yeah, okay. Yep, I stopped counting how much I spend on plants. Except for at the end of the year when I have to do my taxes, then I have to count my receipts again. So then I have a bit better idea. But anyways, yeah, let's take you down. We're going to face you forward. So I'm going to say let's do this and remove you. And hopefully we don't get exactly when buying Nepenthes, it's best not to count. So I had to move my helis down here. I think I might have mentioned that before. They're growing under lights. These are my smaller ones and some of my medium ones. Some of them are repeats. There's a lot of like minor in there and heterodoxa and stuff like that. I would say I am more into carnivorous plants than orchids now, yes. They're very interesting and so many varieties. Let's see. Look at this. This is one of my first plants. So I've had this guy like 10 or 12 years, I don't know, long time. And that is just coming off a basil shoot. And same with this one here. Well, my wife does my taxes with me, so she knows how much I spend on plants. So, little Ventricosa sibuensis I put down here. Exactly, that's the way I feel too, Sean, about the orchids. You sit and you wait for a year for them to bloom. And the Nepenthes are always just doing something interesting. Every month you get a new picture. Every picture is just a little bit nicer than the picture before it. So this is my bloom spike for my sibuensis. And if you look way up there, there's another bloom spike for my sibuensis. Oh yeah, my aristo, here we go. So that's looking pretty good. But I went to bring it down and I didn't realize it had like attached right here. So I couldn't move it. But I'm hoping that it's going to start vining and maybe give me some flower spikes. That would be nice. My intermiss, let's see, we got a wavy around, in and up and around. If we look right there, you can see an intermiss picture like a foot away from me. That's about as good as I can get you, as close as I can get you to one. The plants don't move once they've been in there. I haven't seen an Aristolochoides from BE. They have lots of hybrids kicking around, so I imagine if they've been doing really well with plants coming out lately. Borneo Exotics is like the species that they're releasing. Like they went through this phase of not being able to release much other than some hybrids, but now they're just like they're hitting it out of the park with Nepenthe species. I can't even keep up anymore. It's crazy. Lots of info about BE Hurliana. How's that? Lots of info about it. Tons of info about it. But I haven't got any yet. Showing your in ampullaria. Sure, was there anything else back here before we leave? I'll show you my hamadas here just real quick because I love them. Looking pretty good. That leaf is going to bug me now until I cut it off. These guys are doing pretty good this year. I'm not letting them flower. My cephalotus. I showed you an eddy. I showed you one eddy. My cephalotus, I'm not letting them flower this year, so they're doing a little bit better. There's another eddy right there. Here is the results of my cloning paste on a ventricosa. 1, 2, 3. They all struck. I just did 3. So then after I realized they all struck, I just did a bunch more on this plant to see what happens. So yeah, the node is like exploded, and it's actually bigger though than the actual vine itself, which is kind of scary. So now we got to go into the warm side, not trip on the tripod. Just going to show you some small ampullarias. There's a red. There's that like highland form that grows intermediate. It's now just growing with all my other ampullarias because it was easier. There's that bronze Nabir ampullaria. I do have some big ones too, but they're not that impressive. This is an ampullaria. It's taller than me, but it doesn't form upper pitchers, so it's got a bunch down below. Clopeda is right in there. Right there. I got repotted this year, so that was like a little bit of a worry. But I'm gonna work my way back out now. Yeah, the Clopeda got repotted this year, so that was a bit of a worry. And I'm walking backwards because I'm gonna turn the camera around in just a second. Oops, whoa, there we go. I just clone you. So I'll untangle myself from my mic. I'm going to look down my computer one more time and see if there's any last questions that I missed because they scroll past my screen too fast on the prompter. And I think I did pretty good for answering questions as I went along. So I got time for one more question, and then I'm going to have to say goodbye because we are over our time limit. Any more questions? Now like 3 are going to come up at once because everybody's typing. All right, I guess that's it. No more questions? Oh, did you already publish The Secret to the Cloning Paste? No, I have not published it yet because I don't know the results of it yet. If I tell you guys exactly what I'm doing and then it like turns out to be really shitty and oops, I said that live. If it turns out to be really bad and then and you end up mad at me because I made your plants all deformed, I don't want that. So you guys can watch it here, and when I have better results, then we can talk further about it. But that's that. So anyways, I hope you like this video. I hope the audio is clear. We talked about that in the first one with my new router. It seems to be so much better in the greenhouse. And hello. I'm going to call you Sethi? It disappeared. But anyways, you're coming at the end. Thanks, JP. Yeah, we try. I try. A lot of work. But yeah, so hopefully you like this better than the first one. Next time, I promise to try to, instead of giving you 12 hours notice, I'm going to try to give you like 4 days notice. I'll see if I can plan that far ahead. But anyways, until then, well, I've already done a bunch of other videos. They're just not live, so they'll be coming out soon as well. I hope you like this video, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.